Welcome to week 1 of the NFL preseason, where the rookies of today hope to become the stars of tomorrow. It's the Steelers and the Eagles on Thursday night primetime.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago where the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly as they get ready to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and we finally made it, partner, through the winter, through the spring, now into the summer, and football finally back.
And during that time off, we all cherish our vacation time, but admit it, you're the same as me. When you were working out, when you were doing things, you thought about football, didn't you? And you couldn't wait to be back up here again.
It's an old-school battle in the Keystone State of Pennsylvania. The Eagles and the Steelers are underway. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And here come the Eagles on offense, and it's Jalen Hurts at the controls in his second season now out of Oklahoma.
A lot of expectations for Jalen Hurts this year, but he has the support of the franchise, including the man who owns the franchise. Had a 4-game audition at the tail end of last year and did enough that the Eagles sent Carson Wentz to Indianapolis. They're expecting Jalen Hurts to be their quarterback of the present and the future.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Hurts. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. So the completion there, and CD, as we know, trying to defend against an NFL quarterback, that's one thing. Trying to defend against a mobile NFL quarterback, that's quite another. What's the plan here defensively?
Well, the pass rush has to still try and get to him, and especially the guys on the edge, but they're going to go maybe a count slower, right? They want to make sure they don't get too far upfield where he steps up and takes off through a lane. The same is true for those interior guys as well. So you get it.
Looking to get it to Ward, intercepted. Picked off by Justin Lane, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Steelers here ready to go to work for the first time, and the grizzled vet Ben Roethlisberger bringing him out now in his 18th season in the National Football League.
And it's not out of the question, it's not out of the realm at all to wonder if this might be the final season for Big Ben, either in a Steeler uniform or in the NFL period. He re-signed back in March saying, "It's my greatest honor to be a Pittsburgh Steeler and give my all for the organization." Had a big year in 2020, 33 touchdowns, just 10 interceptions, and led the Steelers to an 11-0 start. You have to think that he would love to end his career the way Peyton Manning and John Elway did, hoisting the Lombardi Trophy and heading off into the sunset.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Roethlisberger. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. Touchdown! Juju Smith-Schuster, 31 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead.
When we drop defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. Throwing is Hurts. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Oh, what a juke into space. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Johnson. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And Charles, look there at the Steelers draft class for 2021. They bucked the trend and said, we need an impact player in our backfield, and thus the selection of Najee Harris at 24. Do you like that selection? And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Zach Ertz taking it in for a 4-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
This has to be great for the psyche of this offense. Presented with bad field position, they didn't let it stop them. They rolled downfield and scored a touchdown.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone. And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Balaj. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy. Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set. Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the 1st down. Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league, and we've got training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1. And this is caught. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, he's certainly trying to earn his way into some more looks in the offense once the regular season heats up. If he continues to make plays like that, I think QB1 will look his way a little more often once the regular season begins. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Here's a run with Balaj into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Toss play to Balaj, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Dancing to it, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Dwayne Haskins, a 6-yard touchdown run, and the Steelers have taken the lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Boswell for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. He was hoping to get that to John Hightower. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Running from the gun, Johnson. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's the Eagles' new punter for 2021, Aaron Sipos, to punt it away as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And it's fielded at the 34. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did.
They're trying for Washington, but the pass intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he returns this to the 22. The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. Back to the air, Haskins after the pick-6. They'll set up the screen to Balaj. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 8 yards to go on second down. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Now it's Haskins. He's going to take another shot here. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the gun, it's Haskins. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Haskins going to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
From the gun, Haskins on third down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And the Steelers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Back to you guys in just a minute as we've started the countdown to opening night. Remember, the preseason has shrunk from 4 games down to 3. So just 2 more weeks of preseason action follow this, and then we get it all started on the first Thursday after Labor Day. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they were on the other end of the spectrum in terms of passing efficiency. That's going to need to improve in the second half to come. Most of the starters are likely done. These coaching staffs getting ready to evaluate the youngsters in the second half. And to call the remainder of this preseason opener, we go back to Brandon Gaud.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a 2-score swing that you just gave up.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They go play action now. Haskins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Here's Haskins to throw. And that will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. And he's got this down to the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Haskins looking to throw on first down. He'll swing that out, complete to McFarland. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
About 3 yards there to the 27.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
They brought in the heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Haskins. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Ray McLeod, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Haskins will throw. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here's Flacco. He'll get this out wide to Scott. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. I've worked with you long enough now to know you like that decision. Go safe, pressure coming, hit your guy underneath.
It's an excellent decision, but he knew it came with consequences, and that's him getting hit on the play, but able to dump it to his running back and gain some yardage. I liked everything about it, especially his ability to stay in the pocket and execute.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. Open man, here is Scott, complete. And he's going to be up around the 45-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
They'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, 55 yards. And the Eagles use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. A four-play drive spanning 80 yards. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Eluding the pressure. Pass gets hit, and he lost the football. And the Eagles have recovered.
You know, this is the regular season part that we've been talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
Boston Scott, his first carry, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Kerryon Johnson. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And as the numbers show, he really wasn't in the mix at the beginning, but they've got him in the rotation now, and it's proved a good move.
And that's what happens when you're a good player. There's a lot more attention drawn to you, and it's obvious that they had him in their game plan on defense, not letting him get off to a good start. But he's found a way so far here in the second half.
And this is going to be dropped. Oh, my gracious. There was no one in his area code, but he could not hang on to it.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Anthony Johnson, the intended receiver, and now it's third down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire time.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
On first down, Scott, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On second down now, it's Johnson. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. They go to Johnson again. And a broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And down inside the 15 he goes. 48 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ballgame. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. To a knee goes Flacco, and that should be it. Well, partner, it's just preseason, but it always feels good to be in victory formation, taking the knee for the W.
Yeah, I've often thought to myself when I watch these preseason games, some teams need the wins more than others. You know, if you're established and you're used to winning, not quite the same. But if you're trying to learn how to win, it's important to get it done. And to be able to kneel down at the end, even better.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets, defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.